everybody, welcome back to another video. Sorry for not uploading for like a week. I've been really busy with work and things like that, but I am back, obviously. I haven't been gone for too long, so not like you guys thought I quit or anything. But basically today we're going to be going over something a little different. I've done a video similar to this. It was the top 6 leader cards. Today we're going to be doing the top 10 strongest creatures. Now I'm basing this off of their stats alone for the most part. There's a few that like need their skill to actually become like their attack and defense, but I'll explain those. And yeah, basically it's just their attack and defense combined, and big numbers equals a strong creature. So starting off with number 10, we have Dwarf Boar Warrior. Cost 5, 6 attack, 4 defense. What makes him very strong, which probably should bump him up a little, but since his numbers are only combined till 10, he's not the strongest technically, but he has the idle ability, or idle skill, sorry, and the obstruct skill, which means he cannot be affected by ability cards because he's idle, and he stops damage left over from affecting the caster. So pretty strong right there. So definitely at the number 10 spot. The number 9 spot, we're looking at Mighty Lizard Brute. This is a neutral faction, so you can throw this into any deck you want in the standard format. Costs 6, 7 attack, 4 defense. Now the 4 defense is obviously holding it back a little bit, but 7 attack is pretty big, and it can kill most things in the game, so you got to give it props for that. At number 8, we have Elite Swashbuckler. 6 attack, 6 defense. As you can see, Mighty Lizard Brute had 7 attack, so it was higher, but he has obviously 6 defense, which makes him obviously just stronger overall. He can take more damage and deal a little less, but pretty much the same there. So 6 attack, 6 defense. He costs 6, so pretty standard there. He's got a cool effect on him, but that doesn't really cause him to gain any attack or defense. At number 7, we have Moonlight Knight. This guy is just a little bit better because he costs 5 and he's a 6 attack, 6 defense. But he does have a little drawback. When you cast him, you have to sacrifice a creature worth 2 chaos crystals or more on your battlefield. But he also has obstruct and idle, just like Dwarf Boar Warrior. He is pretty strong. I like his art there. Let me know if you like any of these arts. Which one's your favorite? Coming in at number 6, we have Dusk Rider. Cost 6, 7 attack, 6 defense. Very strong there. Obviously just has 1 extra attack when he could be a 6/6, but he's just better than that. So getting into the top 5, number 5 is Colossal Bonebreaker. He costs 7. He is a 7/6, so you would think that he's worse than Dusk Rider, but his skill is actually every clumsy bones creature in your graveyard counts as 1 chaos crystal towards casting this card. When it dies, banish it. So essentially you can get this guy down all the way to 3 for his cost at the end of the game. So I could have put him at number 1, but because the odds that you do that are pretty slim and take a lot of effort, we're just gonna say he's better than Dusk Rider for pure strength. But yeah, love his art, by the way. Let me know what you think about that. On to number 4, we have Supreme Spellcaster. He costs 6, 6 attack, 7 defense, so he can take more damage than he can deal. And he has a really cool skill where, as long as he's on the battlefield, all mage ability cards you play cost 1 less chaos crystal, but they have to cost 3 or more. Gives you a little discount on your ability cards, so that's what mages like to use. Pretty cool. Number 3, Gadny the Warrior. You knew the dwarves were going to be on this list. They have huge cards. He costs 7, 7 attack, 7 defense. One of the biggest cards in the game for sure so far. And when casted, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature that is not him. He also has obstruct. Doesn't let damage get through to the opposing, or to the caster that controls him. So obviously he can kill pretty much every single creature below him on the list, and he can get killed by only a few of them with 7 defense there. So he's very strong. Just base attack and defense. Coming in at number 2, we have Aged Skeleton Soldier. He costs 5 and he has an X and an X as his attack and defense, so a little confusing there, but once you read the card you'll understand. This creature's attack and defense are equal to the amount of skeleton faction creatures in your graveyard with a limit of 7. So essentially, all the way powered up with 7 skeletons in your graveyard, he has a 7 attack, 7 defense, and he only costs 5. So he is pretty much a Gadny the warrior, but costs 2 less as long as you get your dudes in the graveyard. So it's a little bit more effort to get him out, but it might be worth it in the long run to get a huge 7/7 out on the board. So he is massive. And at number 1, we have the other dwarf, Magni Bronzebeard. He costs 7, so pretty expensive, but he has 6 attack and 8 defense. 8 is the biggest number seen on a card so far, and that's just because he is a tank, super hard to get around him. You're gonna need to use some ability cards or counters on your own creatures to get rid of this guy. When casted, you get to banish a creature worth 1 if possible. So it's pretty sweet, but Magni Bronzebeard is the number 1 strongest creature. His stats combine to 14, and he is just massive. So hopefully you guys did enjoy this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want any of these cards, first link in the description. I have booster packs, the resource packs you need, and the starter decks. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace out.